Let's be real, access to an industrial plant isn't just about a lock on a door. It's so much more than that. It's a critical operational discipline. Really, it's the invisible process that keeps our supply chains moving and our factories running safely. Today, we're going to break down how to master it and how to turn what's often a bottleneck into a real competitive advantage.
Yeah, let that one sink in for a minute. Control isn't something that's lost in one big, dramatic event. Nah, it erodes slowly. You know, a side door gets propped open for a contractor, or there's a paper log that nobody can even read. These tiny little gaps, that's where the real risks start to creep in.
And boom, there it is. That's the core problem, right? The central challenge. You need absolutely ironclad security, no question, but you also need speed. Every little bit of friction you add at the gate can create a ripple effect that messes up the entire day's production. So how on earth do you solve for both?
To find the answer, we've got to first really understand this traditional conflict, this constant tug of war between security and speed.
Okay, so let's talk about why this matters so much. The stakes are, well, they're incredibly high. A plant floor is not a lobby, right? One wrong turn and an untrained visitor could be face-to-face with heavy machinery. And at the same time, at the start of a shift, that huge line at the gate isn't just an annoyance. It's lost production time, ticking away, minute by minute.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. It shows what happens with those old, clunky systems. It's something we call a double loss. The very systems that are supposed to give you control actually make the plant both less secure and less efficient. You've seen it, right? Guards just start waving people through to clear a line, and just like that, security is totally compromised for the sake of speed.
But what if we could just redesign the whole process? That's exactly where these smart access principles come in. It's about shifting the focus from just gates and guards to a whole new philosophy of streamlined flow.
This right here is the key idea. I want you to think of it less like a simple gate and more like an operating system for your site. It's this intelligent layer that knows who you are, why you're there, what you're scheduled to do, and then it makes a smart decision in milliseconds. So here's the deal. One size fits nobody. A smart system creates completely different journeys for different people. For an employee, it's all about frictionless entry, turning a 5-minute queue into a 5-second scan. For a contractor, it's about automatically verifying their work permits and safety docs right at a kiosk, getting them to the job site faster. Visitors? They get pre-vetted. And drivers? They get clear instructions without ever having to leave their cab. See? It makes the right path the easy path.
Okay, so what does this operating system actually look like in the real world? Let's dive into the tech that makes all this intelligent flow possible.
A lot of the time, it starts right here. Instead of a long line at a reception desk, people can just check themselves in. This can cut a process that used to take several minutes down to less than 30 seconds. And that frees up your security and admin staff to handle the real exceptions, not just the routine arrivals.
And this just brilliantly shows you what that experience is like. A visitor gets pre-registered and a QR code zips over to their phone. They show up, scan it, and the gate just opens. That's it. No clipboards, no searching for a name on a list, no back and forth. It's just seamless and totally secure.
The badges themselves get a whole lot smarter, too. They get printed on the spot with these really clear visual cues. You know, different colors for different roles, bold expiration dates, and specific zone access. This makes permissions visible to everyone at a glance, basically turning every employee into a security sensor.
So we've looked at the principles and the tech, but what's the real-world payoff? I mean, what does a business actually gain from all this?
The first benefit? It's something you can see right away. This chart shows you the throughput during a peak time, like a shift change. With manual gates, you get a bottleneck. It's inevitable. With automated entry, you get this smooth, continuous flow. Now think about what that means. If you get just 300 people through the gate 5 minutes faster, that's not just getting rid of a headache. That's 25 hours of productive time you just got back. Every single day. Insane, right?
And the benefits go deep. You get these ironclad audit trails, which can turn weeks of stressful audit prep into a simple report you can pull in minutes. You get back countless hours that used to be lost to manual data entry and fixing mistakes. But maybe most critically, you get a live, accurate roster of every single person on site. In an emergency, that's not just a compliance checkbox for OSHA, it's a lifeline. It helps first responders know exactly who they need to be looking for.
When it's all said and done, this is what great access control feels like.
It's not a frustrating brake pedal, slowing everything down. It's like a perfectly marked highway. It speeds up the right traffic, guides them exactly where they need to go, and keeps all the unauthorized traffic off the road completely.
So, that kind of leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? Access control is just one of these invisible processes that really dictates a plant's efficiency. The question is, what others are out there, just waiting for a smarter design?